Hey guys, big review today. Big review. Guys, this review is so big, you are not going to believe.
Thirsty for distraction, for time unspent, spoiling their lives yet stimulating them at the same time. It's getting really hot in here. I'm gonna take the mask off.
This has been a social experiment. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's chin scratching, it's monocle adjusting, it's epic mustache twirling to observe these disoriented beings witness big review after big review and not be able to grasp, to comprehend just how big it really all was. Feeble commenters with brains spoiled by polished and purposeful content, unable to understand the genius they're watching unfold. It's brilliant. It's dangerous. I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. Or should I say, champs on a champ farm. That's right, champs. You're my smart, loyal fans. For almost 30 days, the public demanded to hear from the Dingus. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. Huh, champs? You see, since the videos had been filmed but not posted yet, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the big reviews. I respected those rules. People are dismissing my big reviews without having even seen all 30 all the way through. It's only at minimum 295 minutes of big content. Almost 5 hours. But apparently, that's just too much to ask. I even used the word big purposefully. Do you even know what the legal definition of big is? I do. The two-time does. Yeah, I call myself the two-time. I'm going to repeat myself there, just in case you missed that. I call myself the two-time. Just look at me. I'm the realest mother hugger in the industry. Now look, I may look like a villain, and I may sound like a villain, but champs, the truth is, I am the villain because I made myself one. And keep in mind that this is merely a peek into my deeply twisted psyche. You wouldn't last 10 minutes in the asylum that raised me. I'm the Joker, baby. And you will continue to consume stories about me for as long as you're actually clicking on the videos. So please subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell
For the notifications, and just smash that like button just for funsies. Just for the joy of it. Yawn. I feel like I just woke up from a very long dream, if you know what I'm saying. What happened? What happened while I was gone? You know what I mean? Did anything crazy happen? Anything big happen? If you know what I'm saying. So for those of you who don't know who those YouTubers are that were just on the screen, that was Nikocado Avacado and Dr. Disrespect. And if you don't know who those people are, I would just like to say congratulations, because you have a life. Anyway, so you know what, guys? I think it's time. I think it's time that you guys get an explanation. I think one is owed, to you, the viewer, which is what we're talking about today. But anyway, so, and before we get to that, I have some news, some big news, you might say, because ladies and gentlemen, Little Joel has responded. He has officially responded to the big review series. And, without further ado, let's just take a look.
Hey everybody, sometimes you stumble upon something on the internet, and no matter how big it is, no matter how well known the thing is, sharing it with people feels like letting them in on a special little secret, revealing to them an important thing they need to know. This is all to say, I recently stumbled across the YouTube channel
Dingus Reviews,
and I've never been the same after that. That was the defining moment of my life. It is as good as it sounds, okay? It is inherently as good as it sounds. Really quite amazing, actually. But it gets better. It starts off really good, okay? I've never seen some guy just stand in front of a camera and say,
guys, this review is so big.
And feel it so much. It's almost emotional to see this guy really earnestly, after impersonating
Donald J. Trump,
really earnestly just say truth. I'm sure many of you have seen it, but man, it's worth it. It's worth introducing it to one single person. Bye.
So yeah, I would say he had some, generally positive things to say, and I'm kind of humbled. And I would say, slow down a little bit there, Little Joel, because that was a little much for me. I didn't think they were that good, but okay, but yeah, so yeah, but I'll take it, I'll take your compliments. And not only Little Joel has responded to the video. He's not the only big YouTuber, big Little Joel, to respond or to watch my videos and have a response. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mr. Drew Gooden.
The system is rewarding unedited yapping. If I just vomit out every word that remotely pertains to the topic at hand with no thought into brevity, no consideration of the viewer's time, it's actually more likely that YouTube will push my video out to those people whose time I'm not valuing. The algorithm is teaching me that I shouldn't cut things out of my video if they feel superfluous or unnecessary or repetitive or like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again but in slightly different ways. They'd prefer if I stretched out every video as long as I could, but if that's all I'm doing, what message am I sending to the audience I'm trying to cultivate? That their time is just something for me to leverage so I can get more views? That's a little shit.
Yeah, and I think I think generally Mr. Drew Gooden was talking about I think I reminded him of another YouTube channel, and that's what got him on that train, on that thought train, and I think it was less about me, in that particular instance. But that's just my opinion there. But anyway, so I know the question on all your minds is like, what was all this? What was it leading to? What was this all about? And I would say, so, I early on in the series, I said it was, based on a challenge by Little Joel to do 30 reviews in 30 days, or 30 videos in 30 days, I guess. It was basically that. But the more that I insisted that it was not a parody of Little Joel's videos, it seems like the opposite effect was present. It had the opposite effect. So, what I would consider, and I thought throwing in that little jazz joke would kind of make that a little bit more clear. But this was less about making fun of Little Joel and more about, what if there was a YouTube channel out there that did similar videos to Little Joel but was worse, and so that was the the attitude that I went in with. It was not what do you call it, mean-spirited. It was not intended to be mean-spirited, and if it was, then I apologize. And yeah, I could have done better. I could have made it more clear that it truly was not a parody. It was just meant to be. It was funny in my head. What if there was a YouTuber who was just worse than Little Joel, and just made these, half of the videos are just things that were in my apartment, just this. It's this character who is just reviewing half the time reviewing just whatever's in front of his face, and the other half just reviewing something that that he thinks will get attention, and just unable to talk about the thing itself and just about the series, and and only the things he's interested, like the Donald Trump review, just completely avoids any mention of politics and is only really interested in his own impression of Trump. I thought that was fun. So I'm guessing that the doubters and the haters, the people that hit that dislike button, are probably not going to get this far in the video. So this is a little reward for you, the viewer. That's right. I mean, if you clicked on this video and you watched all the way to this part, I mean, props already, because that's farther than most people, in the world, but also who have, clicked on any of these videos have gotten. So, pat yourselves on the back. That's commendable to begin with. This was more about the stunt, and sometimes you just want a content farm, and again, not saying that Lil Joel does that truly. I do enjoy his videos. The thing that like kicked this whole thing off was a video where he just played chess for like 17 minutes, and I watched the whole thing. I was entertained. I was very entertained by it. And so I wanted to do something similar but worse, and achievement achieved. I did end up figuring out what the challenge is, by the way, because I kept saying it's a 30-day challenge. And, this series was just so well planned. It was so well planned that I didn't say what the challenge was in the beginning, which would have, what do you call it? Like, it would have tipped you off to what the joke was. If I had said in the beginning what the challenge was, then you would have been in on the joke from the start. But this series was too smart for that, so I didn't do it. But the challenge, I figured out because I planned it so well, is the challenge is to watch the entire series. That's the challenge. I would say the challenge is to watch it at 1x speed. In addition, if you're watching it at a 1.5x speed, sorry, challenge failed. Sorry about that. You're not a real fan. You're a real fan when you've seen all 30 of the 30-day Dingus reviews, big reviews, all in a row, all at 1x speed. And hey, if you want to do, for those of you who are Dark Souls players, if you know what I'm talking about, Dark Souls players will know what I'm talking about. But if you want a challenge, if you want to do hard mode, then you watch all 30 reviews at 0.5 speed. Anything less than 1, and you kind of get the, that seal, or that, I don't know what you get at the end of Dark Souls or Elden Ring or any of those types of games, but you get my seal of approval. There it is. That was it. So you get that if you did it. I've nicknamed it the Gauntlet. And some people are saying it's the Gauntlet. I didn't come up with that nickname myself, but that's that's what people have been saying. But you get to call yourself a true Dingus Reviews fan if you just watched. I mean, if you watched any of these, let's be real. If you watched any of these videos all the way through, then you get to call yourself a Dingus Reviews fan. and even if you haven't watched any of the videos, you get to call yourself a Dingus Reviews fan. I mean, it's I don't want to close that door. I don't want to gatekeep too much because I want fans, and I need to get to 1 million subscribers somehow, and I'm not going to get there gatekeeping. So let's leave that gate open, if you know what I'm saying. Here's another fun fact, is that one of these 30 videos was recorded within the 30 days that it was posted, that all these videos were posted. One of these videos was, kind of recorded live almost. And the 29 other videos were pre-recorded before the month of release. So, I won't say which one, you'll just have to guess which one. And also, one of these videos has an outline, essentially. And the 29 other ones were outlineless, by the seat of my pants kind of deal. And I'm not going to reveal which one, which one of these videos is outlined and which one of these was recorded within the month of posting. But you'll just have to guess and wonder. Leave your guess in those comments down below, and see if you're right. I won't give the answer away because I don't want to, I don't want to spoil it for other people, but just leave your guess, and we'll see what happens. I like to think of myself as the thinking man's Einstein. I think he had some ideas that, some of them good, some of them bad, but just kind of, they needed some work. And me on the other hand, I mean, everything I do is just kind of a stroke of genius. So, nothing's half baked. Nothing is, improved, nothing is out of the blue. I mean, if it's improv, it's smart improv, by the way. And nothing is just kind of recorded. Like nothing is where I just hit record on the camera and just kind of let my thoughts ramble, with barely any pre-thought or planning. And, every little stutter, every little, and every little and every little, every little, all of those things are pre-planned and kind of precisely picked and paced, for maximum value, maximum entertainment value, let's say. It's just all intentional. There's nothing, there's no fat. People talk about trimming the fat. None of that here. We go lean. We go green, we go lean. If you know what I'm saying. You could call me the mast of the ship. Because I'm the master of ship posts. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. If those who know, if you know, IKYKYKY, just saying. So again, to kind of wrap things up about what this series of videos is and was, it's the big review era of what I like to call the Dingus. It's just kind of the reckoning. I don't know. It's, basically, my channel is just different eras of the Dingus, and I'll get there one day. I'll get there and I'll keep going there, and I will have gone there. And that's basically the trajectory of my channel. I mean, that's what the future looks like. So to those lucky few who were here, in the midst of the big review era of the Dingus, I mean, you guys are lucky, and and congratulations on being a part of history. Well done to you. Like, congratulations to you. And now I'm actually going to talk about you. All right, let's talk about you. Because you guys left some comments, and I can't review all the comments just because there were so many, or I'm sure there's going to be so many, because these reviews are just going to be so big. But who knows? What you're going to see is just a sample, just a small sample of, the comments that were left on these videos. So here we go. You are my favorite. I've only ever seen that word typed. So we're just going to say nice. It's like nice, like nice. You are my favorite nice YouTuber, bro heart. And just got to say how wholesome and how heckin' sweet of you. Thank you. Nice. 10 out of 10. The lights are on, but no one's home, if you know what I'm saying. It's good job. I pitched that ball and you swung and you did a home run. I tell you right now, I set you up, you knock them down. Good work. 10 out of 10. I'm just ashamed to say it took me 7 years to find your channel. First of all, heckin' sweet comment of you. Second of all, no shame in that. I just discovered this channel recently. Like I feel like I'm discovering it for the first time. So like, you're not alone. You're not alone. 10 out of 10. What a big review. I dare say it could be perceived as gargantuan. Now, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. These are big reviews. They're sometimes indescribably big, but this guy described it. So, impressive. Like, great job. 10 out of 10. This is a big review from a big boy. No little videos for this big fella. Again, this guy gets it too. And by the way, this person gets it. I like saying this guy gets it because it just flows off the tongue. I don't know what the gender neutral. This idiot gets it. Maybe I'll just start calling my followers idiots. Maybe I'll just start calling my fans idiots. That sounds like a great idea. This idiot gets it. These reviews are meant to be big, and this is big, and I am a big boy. Let's just put it like that. 10 out of 10. These big reviews are like ASMR. Yeah, I mean, I've heard things. I've heard good things about this helping people go to sleep. Like these videos put me to sleep, etc. Like that's just, I'm so glad. I just regret that I didn't like tap things more. I didn't do like I didn't scratch my beard against this kind of thing, or my stubble. There's just some ASMR-isms that I could have put in more, and I'm deeply sorry. But maybe next time. 10 out of 10. No video has ever made me want to reach through the screen and throttle the person more. The stuttering has scarred my soul. I love it. Eric Nunya, longtime fan. Thank you for really getting me. You really got me. The stuttering was fun. It was fun, and it's fun for me. I'm sure it's not fun to listen to. and that just brings me joy. Just watching the longtime fans and the new fans, just kind of suffer just watching my videos. That's kind of what you want, as a YouTuber. You kind of want to do things a little bit differently, like I always say, so that's what we're doing. So your comment, though, is a 10 out of 10. Okay. Now this is epic. Yeah. that's an understatement. That's a total Ben Shapiro moment. He said that once or something, or it was memed that he said it and then he actually said it, whatever. Yeah. This it could be Ben Shapiro commenting for all I know, but 10 out of 10 comment. Peak review, but it can't beat your dad man review. With like the squiggly mouth face. Ladies and gentlemen, the creator of Dadman is in the building. Elvis is in the building, and the creator of Dadman is in the building. And unparalleled, undefeated, unparalleled. You could call that Dadman review. Cause holy wows, that was a pretty good review. So good job to me for making the review, and good job to Accumulator Films for making the Dadman game. 10 out of 10 comment. If I didn't know these were pre-recorded, I would tell you to stop. And you just gotta love the comments that, like, you don't know if it's sarcasm, because on the internet, writing a comment, you can't determine tone without, like, unless you have a tone indicator or something. But sometimes you just never know if it's a genuine comment, if this person genuinely would tell me to stop, or if this was a joke. And I'm gonna lean on the side of a joke just because that makes me feel better. 10 out of 10. Please don't do it again. Whatever you're doing here, it isn't a parody of Little Joel. It's just weird and rambling. Good luck, friend. And again, you never know if people are being sarcastic about these things, and it's but like, good job, sir, or madam, or idiot, the gender neutral term I'm using for my fans. Good job. because you stumped me. You know, this it could be real. It could be a little sarcastic. And if it's sarcastic, then I tip my hat to you, my friend, because that's pretty good. 10 out of 10. Bro, you're still not funny. You know, a good job again. Good job, sir, madam, or idiot. You know, that's some good sarcasm right there. You're playing the character. You know, sometimes people play these characters where they play the character of a hater. You know, and that's fun. You know, and that it's fun to play a character sometimes. I dabble. I dabble every now and then playing a character. But yeah, so. Oh, it's actually this comment actually didn't come from any big review. This is a different comment. This was I scrolled too far. This was on the shorts. The shorts. We're doing some good work over in the shorts. So check out that section of my channel. But yeah. So anyway, 10 out of 10 comment. Keep on keeping on, man. Can't wait for your videos to get the attention they actually deserve. What a heckin' wholesome comment. This one is. That's a wholesome Keanu 100 type comment, and I appreciate that. And I do hope they get the attention they deserve, and and maybe the attention that my videos deserve is exactly the amount of attention they're getting now. I mean, you never know. Who am I to judge? Who am I? Am I the evaluator of videos? Am I the value giver of videos? Who is to say? But it sounds like you are a value giver of videos, and you have given me a high value, and I appreciate that. So thank you. That's very nice of you. 10 out of 10. And that just about does it. That was just a mere sample. I couldn't get to them all because this video is going to be long anyways. It's going to be big. And I want to make sure I'm making the best use of my viewers' time and being the most efficient that I can. So I can't respond to every comment, but that's just a taste, And if you're curious about any of these comments or videos, that the comments were on, feel free to check out this big review series. And but as far as you goes, right? Because that's what this big review is all about. You're pretty good, I would say. You're doing good, You found my videos, or you found my channel. You watched at least one of my videos, right? If you're this far, I mean, you're dedicated, right? Most people who have watched any of these videos probably will not get this far. And if you did, I want to say thank you. I'm proud of you. Thanks for indulging me, and thanks for treating yourself. Thanks for, giving yourself the gift of watching my videos. Because it's kind of a privilege and an honor to kind of be not just to be a fan or to be a viewer, but also to be a fan, to be a Dingus reviewer, to be one of my little idiots. That's kind of high status and kind of a privilege. And I hope you carry that with you, and you hold your head high. Because you're part of a special portion of the population. So congrats to you for watching my videos. And I'm going to give you, the viewer, a 10 out of 10. Thank you.